So how do you even begin to navigate a world that feels like it's on the edge, where some big global tension can suddenly mess with your local supply chain like overnight? Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today. We are looking at the world's biggest challenges, but through a very specific lens. What all this means for the business sector right in Central Asia. We're going to connect the dots between these huge global headwinds and the very real risks that leaders on the ground are facing.
And just so you know where we're getting our info, this whole explainer is based on the 21st edition of the World Economic Forum's Global Risks Report. It's a massive piece of research that really maps out the challenges ahead. But we're not going to cover the whole thing. We've boiled it down to focus on what really matters for business leaders operating in Central Asia.
Yeah, and this report is the real deal. For more than 20 years, it's been the go-to source, pulling together insights from over 1,300 experts from all over the world to really map out what's coming. The whole point isn't to, predict one single future with a crystal ball. It's about helping us understand all the different possibilities we're facing.
All right, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at the big picture, kind of the global mood right now. Then, we'll dive into this idea of a new age of competition. After that, we'll bring it right down to Central Asia's specific risks, zoom in on a big one, infrastructure, and then wrap up with some key takeaways for how to handle this new reality.
Okay, let's jump right into that big picture. The report uses some pretty strong language here, calling our current situation a world on a precipice. And yeah, it sounds a little grim, but it's a really important place to start if you're trying to make any kind of strategic plan. And this chart, wow, it really says it all, doesn't it? When you ask the experts what the next 2 years look like, a full 50%, half of them, said turbulent or stormy. And look at the column slice, it's just 1%. One. So, the big takeaway here is that instability isn't the exception anymore. It's pretty much the new normal, the baseline we all have to plan for.
So why all this turbulence? Well, it's not just random chaos. The report argues it's because of a huge fundamental shift in how the world works. We're apparently moving into what they're calling the age of competition. Basically, global teamwork is breaking down, and what's replacing it is a much more confrontational, divided world.
And at the core of this whole thing is a key idea, geo-economic confrontation. It sounds complicated, but it's pretty straightforward. This isn't your classic military standoff. We're talking about countries using their economic muscle, things like sanctions, tariffs, controlling investments, even using supply chains as weapons to get an edge over their rivals. You could say that trade, money, and technology have become the new battlefield.
And check this out. This chart shows just how massive this has become. For the very first time, all those experts ranked geo-economic confrontation as the #1 most severe global risk in the short term. It shot up 8 spots from last year. That's a huge jump, and it tells you just how quickly and seriously this has become a top-of-mind concern for everyone.
Okay, so that's the big, scary global picture. But let's bring this all back down to earth. What does all this actually mean for businesses on the ground in Central Asia? Because really, that's the question that matters, right? It's one thing to hear about these giant global trends, but it's a whole other thing to figure out how they're going to affect your operations, your employees, and, your bottom line.
Well, the report actually gives us a really clear answer because it surveyed over 11,000 business leaders, and for them, the most immediate dangers are all economic. You can see it right here. In Kazakhstan, the top worry is an economic downturn. Over in Kyrgyzstan, it's inflation. These are the bread and butter issues that hit businesses and their customers directly, right across the region.
And remember that #1 global risk we were just talking about? Geo-economic confrontation? Well, here's where it really hits home. This isn't some far-off, abstract idea. For business leaders in Kazakhstan, it's already in their top 5 biggest risks. So that big geopolitical stuff, it's happening right in their backyard.
Now, if we dig a little deeper into what those local business leaders are worried about, another huge risk pops up. It was actually in the top 5 for Kazakhstan. We're talking about the vulnerability of regional infrastructure. And this is a big one because it ties together everything, the economy, the environment, even geopolitics. In fact, if you look at Central Asia as a whole, disruptions to critical infrastructure is the 7th biggest risk on the list. And we're not just talking about potholes in the road here. This is the really fundamental stuff. The energy grids, the water supply, the digital networks, everything that modern business and society absolutely rely on.
And to see just how real this is, let's talk about water. Water security is flagged in the report as a major potential flashpoint for the region. You've got big projects happening on rivers like the Amu Darya, which could seriously cut the water flowing downstream to countries like Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan. That's a perfect storm right there. You've got infrastructure, environmental concerns, and geopolitics all colliding. And the thing is, when a piece of critical infrastructure fails, the fallout isn't small, it's a cascade. It's not just a minor hassle. It completely disrupts business and supply chains. It always hits the most vulnerable people the hardest. It makes people lose trust in public institutions. And then you've got the massive cost of fixing everything. So yeah, one single point of failure can set off a whole chain reaction of crises.
All right, so when you're looking at this tangled web of risks, what are you supposed to do? What are the key things to take away from all this? How can leaders in the region start to steer their businesses through this new, well, more competitive and, frankly, more volatile world?
Let's boil it down to 4 main points. Number 1, global geopolitics isn't something you can ignore anymore. It's a local business risk, period. Number 2, the most urgent problems are economic. Inflation and a potential downturn are what's on everyone's mind right now. Number 3, keep a very close eye on infrastructure, especially anything related to water, because that's a growing weak spot for the whole region. And finally, number 4, to be truly resilient, you've got to be able to do 2 things at once. Prepare for those big global shocks while also managing the day-to-day economic pressures right at home.
You know, the report wraps up with a really powerful idea. It says the future isn't some fixed path we're all stuck on. It's more like a range of different possibilities. And which one becomes reality? Well, that depends on the decisions we all make today. It reminds us that while things look tough, the story isn't written yet.
And that really brings us to the final question, the one for you to think about. When you look at this new age of competition, with all its economic pressures and infrastructure worries, you have to ask yourself, is my business really ready for what's coming?